And you also currently have a new product that's coming out soon, correct?
Right. And the other thing that we did at the show is the artists wanted more oomph, and well, here it is, more oomph. No, seriously, this is the Modbook Pro. It is built based off the Apple Macbook Pro 15-inch.
Is it that the new one, the unibody?
That's the unibody one.
Very nice.
With the awesome graphics hardware, the really strong, powerful 2.8 gigahertz processor. And we put this into a complete new chassis, which is actually thinner than the original Apple Macbook Pro. So by 0.4 millimeter or 0.02 inches thinner. And we come up with this new design to allow us to really build a tablet top to bottom and try to make the best tablet there is. It has three sections, the top section, center section, and the bottom section. In the top section, we have everything that makes a tablet a tablet. This is the digitizer board, Synergy, and everything else. You see this really almost...
It's thin, but...
It's really thin.
Oh, wow.
And this is what makes Axiotron's product. This is what makes it a tablet. So what's left in here now in the center section is where the motherboard with the port bezel and the quick build frame is built in.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom section holds the battery and the disk drive. And the advantage is if Apple changes something on the motherboard, maybe a new ports or different ports, we may only have to change the front bezel or worst case scenario the frame. And well, batteries and disk drive really never ever change. Electronically they are all compatible, or mostly are they compatible, so we wouldn't have to change the design here as well. Alright, let's put it back together.
And one of the new features is you actually have touch capability on this, right?
Right. Synergy Touch that I just sort of gave you a preview on the MacBook, on the Modbook, is also going to be available on the Modbook Pro as a standard option, so you don't have to make it a PTO. This comes pre-installed like this. It comes with the same pen catch that we have on the other device. It is it's a magnet catch, so when I push it back in, the magnet is sucking it all the way into the end, and it's not going to come out. And unless we want it to come out, obviously. We have put the CD drive into the back because this device supports portrait and landscape mode, and with our little feet here that we call 3D gripping feet, they actually support to use the device on a table up to 50 degrees without sliding off the table. So on the library, you just put a bunch of books behind it, and you can prop it up. It's not going to go anywhere. It is built out of solid aluminum body. There's nothing plastic or sheet metal on the outside. So when you hold this thing, it's 6.9 pounds, which is 0.3 pounds more than the 17-inch. But this one doesn't have sheet metal on the outside. So when you hold this then actually feels a lot stronger and a lot stiffer than you could build a device that has sheet metal on the outside.
And for the technology that you're using for touch, is it which type of technology for touch screens are you using?
We projected capacitive touch, which is the same quality that you get from the iPhone. Mm-hmm. At this point, we're using we're supporting single touch, but we're just starting out, so we're working on multi-touch and gestures.
And so, is that stuff that can be easily upgraded just through like firmware updates and stuff like that?
Yeah, that is done in firmware. The hardware itself will support it, but there's a lot of software development and firmware development that has to happen, and we're working on this one step at a time.
And the last question is, how much is that beautiful machine going for?
The machine in it by itself, if you bring in an existing Apple MacBook and you have an upgrade done to this MacBook, that would be $3049. Or you can participate in our pre-order program right now and get it at $2,600. If you buy it with the Apple Mac system, you have to add the cost of the MacBook Pro 15-inch. So with the 2.4 version, brand new, plug-in is $49.99. And there's obviously lots of possibilities. You can build it in a solid-state drive, so it's really very much expandable, very much so as the Apple MacBook is.
Thank you very much for having time with us for today.
Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate your time.
Bye-bye.